or the real?
This is the real deal.
Oh.
Yeah, just give it like 10 seconds or whatever and let it come up and then you can go.
Okay. Receiving your
Brock,
content.
you look really tasty.
Your audience will see it in a moment. Get ready. You are now live. Oh, I mean, we're live, guys. We're live.
All right.
Guys, we're live. We're live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tenebrae Invictus presents the TTV podcast, episode 291, sponsored by Doritos. I'm your host, Tenebrae Invictus.
I'm your other host, Meso.
I'm the guy who's hosting the stream. I'm Eljay.
British lady called Phweff. Hi.
I'm the one without a cool intro. I'm Prpl.
You're the artist extraordinaire!
Yeah, insert
What?
Mardi Gras here. Oh.
Mardi Gras!
Mardi Gras! Let's bring that back!
Yeah, yay, Mardi Gras.
So,
How about Mardi Gras?
God Emperor Mange, let us talk about how we got the Doritos sponsorship. Because it's quite a topsy-turvy story.
Well, you see, I was actually at the store today, and I went to go buy a bag of Doritos. Turns out the Doritos executives were right there, observing people, and they recognized who I was. They're like, hey, you're YouTube famous star, Tenebrae Invictus. Hey, we'd love to sponsor you.
Awesome! That's great!
I'm like, yeah, because I am the famous guy that runs the TTV podcast. I would love for you to.
I'm also known as the TTV channel. It's my other name.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day when I was called the Three Virtues.
Oh, God.
Amazing.
When you said that, I read it as Tommy Wiseau saying, "Oh, you that YouTube famous guy."
YouTube celebrity Tenebrae Invictus.
YouTube celebrity.
Oh,
Well,
God.
I mean, me going to the store and getting Doritos did happen. There were no Doritos executives, though, but I'm more than glad to be sponsored by them.
It reminds me of when Prpl was just in the store and the Lego people were there. The Lego people were just stocking the shelves.
So weird.
My God.
Oh.
Alright, well, how is everybody doing this fine Friday afternoon?
I can't believe it's Friday. My mom asked me if I had, like, to go to school today, and I panicked, because, like, I don't have school on Fridays. So,
Nice.
yeah.
It does not feel like a
My mum
Friday.
asked me something too. I guess it must be the days of that day of the week. But she asked me friends to hang out with, and I went, no. What do you
Oh!
take me
Oh,
for?
What are
okay.
you talking about? We're right
I
here!
see what you consider us. All right.
Yeah,
It's like,
we're,
what do you take me for?
we're
A
chopped
normal
liver.
human?
Okay.
Poor soul, Phweff.
She was just asking,
You
she's like,
dark
oh, are you
soul,
doing
Phweff.
anything today? And I was like, no.
I'm gonna sit around and look at the Overwatch tag on Tumblr.
Actually, I'm looking at the Overwatch tag on Twitter, thank
Oh, I'm sorry,
Oh,
my
that's
mistake.
I don't know. That's a pretty sick prediction, though.
How
Like,
dare I
you got
presume
one
your
half of it
social
right.
media?
you.
I think the biggest thing that's happened in this last week is we're all pretty hyped for Overwatch Retribution, some more than others.
Yeah.
Definitely some of us more than others.
I know, I'm sorry. I've been talking about it nonstop. I really am super excited for my favorite character, Genji, to be shown.
My favorite's Antonio.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
that guy.
Speaking of Overwatch, anyone watching the stream on YouTube will see me playing it, because I'm not a Photoshop wizard like Var is.
You are gonna lose.
You don't really have to be a Photoshop wizard to make goofy Photoshop things. In fact, it almost makes it funnier if you're, like, bad at Photoshop.
All you need to do is just get that
True.
magic wand tool and just go crazy.
Thankfully, it's also funny if you're bad at Overwatch, so LJ will put on quite the comedy show.
Okay. Ow.
I bet he's playing Reinhardt right now.
Nope,
Nope.
Vegeta.
Playing Brigitte, the tough crust pizza that's hard to
the
Brigitte.
Mini Reinhardt.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
round one is a
Man,
victory.
LJ, this looks like some spectacular performance.
Okay,
from you.
it gets better, okay? There's a delay, but
Great,
it's good.
okay.
Thank you.
I
What?
don't know if I'm going to be able to focus. I'm just going to be too hypnotized by LJ playing.
No, you're not. Don't stop watching me play.
I don't think we can have a real podcast.
Listen,
After getting my shadowy butt whiplashed by about 5 Brigittas in a death match.
Yeah,
Oh my.
Brigitte is pretty OP in deathmatch.
It's
Oh, she's great.
terrifying.
Let's talk about your increasing love for Moira, Phweff. I didn't know you liked her that much. I've seen you talk about Moira more than Reaper lately.
She seemed pretty fond of
She
her.
has a hat now,
Cool.
It's
Hey
a
now,
beret.
guys.
which is the type of hat.
But
Yeah.
you gotta be
No, but you
specific.
got to be more,
Black
more
thing for
specific.
hats. You've got to have your own specific hat. Apart from Genji, you can't.
Hat
really-
watch.
Yeah, kind of like how some people think I have a beanie on a regular basis.
That's true.
You have a beanie at all?
I did. I
Mange
kind of
is
lost it when I
beanie
moved, but yeah,
Mange's other nickname is the meanie with a beanie.
it is not.
I was about to
but-
say-
Thank you, Meso.
that comic where he takes off the beanie, he's like, no beanie, now I'm a beanie.
Yes, the legendary comic. But yeah, Moira with the hat. It's cool. But riddle me this. The main characters in it, Blackwatch, are they not getting, like, new skins?
No.
I actually don't think so, because like they got all their skins last year
They
for
already got
Uprising.
this.
Yeah.
That's fair. Like, we know Reaper is getting a soldier skin. That's true, I guess. And Moira's getting the hat, but like McCree and Genji, to my knowledge, unless they have surprises, they kind of aren't. And that is a little odd because they did get theirs last year, and it seems like they could have waited. But I don't know.
In the comic.
Plot
Yeah,
twist.
that's true.
Reaper's new skin is just going to be a recolor of Blackwatch Reyes.
Oh God,
I believe it.
that would be interesting.
Him, but without a mustache.
Now, I want to ask you, Overwatch lore aficionados. So basically, just Phweff. But if you have anything to add, Prpl,
Not me.
feel free to add. I saw a comment on Reddit. Jeff confirms the new Reaper skin will be Soldier 24. It's going to be Gabe in the Super Soldier program. And there's the top comment is, so if Soldier X is an actual code name that Reaper and Morrison got from the government, isn't Morrison blatantly advertising who he is by calling himself Soldier 76? What's the point of the mask?
Yeah, I've seen so many posts about that.
What
it's
if like
No.
76 isn't even his number?
Oh,
He uses someone
made a
else's
fake
number.
Yeah.
I mean, he's supposed to be dead anyway. So what's the point? Like nobody knows he's
Some say I died that day. All of me did.
Oh man, every time Meso has a bad game is Soldier 76, I just bring up that quote. Some say I died, part of me did.
My scoreboard died. My kill
Runs all
streak.
over the board, and that's if I'm lucky.
So that's pretty funny. Did everybody read the
Too
comic?
many snipers.
I did.
Yep.
The art style in the comic is really good.
I love it.
It looks really hard to pull off because there's no line work.
Well, it's probably one of those where they like color the line work,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
color
but
on top of it.
still-
It's a
still
cover-up.
lot of, like,
Oh, that was a good comment. Some of the character designs are a little exaggerated, but you know. Antonio. Antonio looks like he was born and then immediately after was hit in the head with a frying pan and just like squished.
It looks like he went through like a taffy stretcher, like in Willy Wonka. But they only stretched the bottom corners of his head.
Rip Antonio!
Look at that.
I mean, I'd much rather
Beard
not.
doesn't help. I feel like the proportions of his head are inverted. Like instead of having his chin at the bottom, his chin is like at the top. You could just take that face and like turn it upside down. It would look way more normal.
his head looks like a buttoned-up squash. Then
Oh, real quick, I'll take this opportunity to ask if anyone is in the chat, you know, be it the Patreon chat or the YouTube chat, feel free to 1v1 me right now. Let's go.
God.
I'll do it.
1v1 on stream.
Yeah,
boys.
let's go. Meso did that with Peel, so
It was a bloodbath of epic proportion.
It was tragic, dude.
okay. Kazapar, are you the first to die?
Can we get an Antonio emote on the patron server?
AT just put it in.
I like what King K has. Oh, sweet. He did. Yes. Yes, AT. We've broken Phweff with laughter.
This is not just that. Okay.
Some
I
say
saw
Phweff died that day.
I saw that sad toad meme somewhere else, and I've been thinking about it all day. I'm sad. I'm gonna think of Jack Morrison. Sad toad.
I'm happy you like Overwatch this much.
Like, I laughed at it so much when I first saw it. I was like, one of those images that just stuck in my mind. Whenever I'm sad, I'm just like, oh, just think of
A very angry frog.
just think of sad toad. Jack
I was
Morrison.
thinking the same thing, LJ.
Greetings, my fellow humans, says Dark Takanu.
Tony is his design looks. He definitely looks like a character that's gonna get murdered.
When
Like-
Jeff nerfs all the Talon characters. Just a shout out, by the way, for anybody who wants to be a part of our Discord server and see all these funny pictures, go check out our Patreon at patreon.com/the TTV channel.
If,
And join the sponsor chat.
Yeah, it only
We
costs...
ditched like all the other perks besides the sponsor chat, so $1 is all it would take.
Yep, only the price of a pencil.
One
Or a
expensive.
pack of
Oh man,
pencils.
this is already one of the best
One.
podcasts I've been on for a long time.
All the two you've been on recently.
Just had to bring up that Overwatch, man.
Welcome back.
Just
Phweff.
had to bring up sad toad.
Oh boy. Well,
I love that picture.
it's gonna be fun. I'm glad that Overwatch has something new. It feels like it's been a while since I've been excited for something they've done because it's all been kind of derivative or recycled events from year one. So a new mission is great. I like it. What now? The one podcast we have Phweff cracking up at images is the one podcast we don't have someone showing the images.
I'm sorry.
Lamau.
Way to
if
go,
it's any,
LJ. Just had to play that Overwatch.
if it's
huh?
any consolation, I don't think this is gonna work out because I'm lagging like crazy. So
Nice.
I'll probably switch off in just a moment anyway.
Hello, and
Alright.
welcome to the downfall of the TTV podcast, episode 291.
291, 290 done.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay.
Someone says, I've actually awesome says, how come Vin and Meso sound the same?
Oh my god.
I
We
don't
don't.
understand this
Same.
one.
We don't. Venomac is not
I
a
made the
thing.
same mistake.
Like, we have similar monotone cadences, but like, we don't have the same delivery. My voice goes higher than Vin does. I always friggin' sound like I'm grinning because 9 times out of 10 I am. Like, Vin is just like the most flat dude, but he can emote when necessary. You know?
I feel like if you were to do eBay or something like that, people would definitely notice the difference between the two of you. What's up, everybody, and welcome to On eBay today. So today we're going to be looking at this
Okay,
list never mind. I agree with this
for
guy
the
now.
all-black Tahumata for $10,000 plus free shipping,
See, I don't know.
etc.
I can't ever agree with Wolk here. Ven, Invi, Kini, Var, Meso, aren't they all the same dude doing different voices?
They're all the same plot twist. They're all the same
Speaking-
people.
Speaking of one dude doing all different voices for all sorts of different people. That's a thing that happened over the week.
April Fools! The most throw-together, last-minute April Fool's joke that went off without a hitch and people liked. It's great.
Yeah, no, I'm amazed because I came back and nobody really had planned to do an April Fool's joke.
Nope.
One wasn't in production as far as I'm aware.
Nope, it was not.
And I decided, well, you know what? This is kind of the perfect opportunity, as unfortunate as it may be, to do TTE again. Because we had done it before. And that's where Kaspar dies. And it was perfect. It went off pretty much without a hitch. It was all very, very last minute. Like, the mask posting guys over at Bionicle Mask posting in their Facebook group. They had wanted to do an April Fool's joke with TTV alongside me when I was still fired, and they wanted to do one where either TTV bought them and then I bought TTV, or they bought TTV and then I bought them, something along those lines. And I kind of possibly sort of last minute came in there and went, yeah, so everything's gonna have to change now.
Ain't gonna work.
And
I have altered the plan.
I feel bad about it.
I mean, listen, it all worked out. They still integrated very nicely.
Oh, yeah.
PSO1 hopped on board.
Yeah, some of us joined in on their prank.
Yeah, Mage
Quote,
Phweff
prank.
went on the video and helped get it all together.
I had no idea what I was doing.
It worked
You
out well.
actually, like, you knew what to say a lot more than I did. I had no idea what I was say going in on that video, and I mean, the voice acting is one thing, but at least having the words to speak is better than nothing. I was pretty clueless, and you helped out quite a bit with it just being a prank, bro.
Just a prank, Han.
Yeah.
So I will say the production on it afterwards, like adding the sound effects and the dramatic music and stuff, helped it out a ton, because I almost thought it was just going to be like a dull, kind of boring, both like the three of us talking
Coming
on
up
that
with
recording. Yeah.
something in the silence in between is just oh gosh.
It was great. It worked out really well. Everybody had a good laugh about it.
I loved Eljay's impression of me. I had like one line and then screaming.
And you had one sound effect too.
Yep. Yeah, it was great. TTE the podcast, awesome. And then me and May break it up and snap you back to reality.
Uh-oh.
I still find it highly ironic, just with the fact that I shot LJ in the face for calling me mange, and then Meso promptly calls me mange right after.
Yeah, but it's okay if I do it, because we've known each other longer. We're Vaki buddies, you
The
know?
longest, man.
Yeah. You were my
Longest
Vaki
boy.
superior back on VZP, so I called you master.
Dude, that was so funny back then. Yes, my master.
Yup. The stream just caught up and I watched LJ choke.
I saw that too.
Listen. Well, it happens sometimes. Uh-oh. Oh, no. He's Doomfist.
Rip you.
Ben will be playing as a support hero. You're done for.
No, Kaz apart. Stop it, Kaz. Oh,
And this is why I don't want you playing Overwatch on the podcast.
it's okay. I'll stop after this match, Dad. Okay.
1v1
Gosh.
auditions are over. Thanks for trying to join.
Yeah, no, trust me. Isn't working out as much as I had hoped it would. So we'll switch to some goofy picture making shortly after this.
Holy
Rest
cow,
in
you're getting
peace.
wrecked by someone on the opposite side of the world. Come on, Brett.
Come on, Brett.
Also, the secret to my voice acting is that I'm always nervous, so I'm really good at playing really nervous / desperate characters.
Oh my god, same.
Because-
I'm great. I like stutter when I
I'm
talk
terrified.
all the time. So I like characters who like stutter and like are really nervous and stuff are really easy to voice act for me.
With on air, like when I voiced that, rip on air by the way,
Yeah.
I played a character that was kind of like really like making it all up. I was like reading the lines as I was going. I was like, and yes, I've also had an interview with Oprah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how I voice act all
Nice.
the time.
It worked out well. You should do more voice acting, and then you'd feel less self-conscious about it.
Let's get a better microphone though before I really do that.
Also that. There's a great comment on the YouTube chat from Sweeb G Pepsi Mang. great name, by the way. Not a single person can confirm that Messinac has a tangible form. Weird, huh?
Wired.
Wired, huh?
Was
What?
Prpl a lie?
Well, yeah, Main says maybe you can't try having to live with him for a few days. But see, it's funny because my self-mock's origin story actually is essentially a incorporeal smoke monster.
Those words
basically.
just happened.
Edgy.
That sentence was just said. Oh no!
Oh yeah,
sweet
originally
molasses.
because one of Keeney and I's old friends, more so Keeney's old friend, more an acquaintance of mine, Akaku, Master of Flight, came to the TTV
Great
message
job,
boards.
intro.
That was. He's a cool guy, an awesome artist. He came to the boards again. He came back to the Bionicle community. He came to the TTV boards. Made his entrance by drawing this awesome portrait of Meso, which I'll post in the chat. And I've been fanboying over it for days. I've changed my
Amazing.
avatar to it on all things because I love it. What?
Except Discord.
Well,
No,
it
it's
was
like a day.
Discord, but now it's been replaced by your work, which
Hui hui.
will be kept hush hush. But essentially, someone was like, "Oh, I really want to know the story behind your character," so I wrote up this mega post of explaining what Messinac is, and it's the most convoluted origin story ever. It's a whole thing. I'll put it in the description. If anybody's ever wondered what is the deal with the skull, well, now I've typed it out, and you can find out what the deal is with the skull. That's all.
You can
Thank
do
you, Meso.
Q&As
Thank you,
and-
man.
What for?
You can do Q&As on Twitter and stuff, and then retcon it
Exactly.
goes wrong.
Maybe I'll make a fan fiction corrupting.
I don't know, 28, but no, actually they turn out to be 23, but then they're actually 28 anyways, and yeah, that's
What's the reference?
Reaper.
I'll give the reference.
Mhm.
better or
I see.
but
Toxic Reaper.
All right.
Well, Eljay has given up the ghost with Overwatch. I
Yep.
expect
Hooray.
lots of epic image.
Hooray!
Yep. No, it's gonna be great. I did have a really great match with Kazapar, so thank you, Kaz. That was well played.
We really need to do if not a full-on Overwatch tournament, which I know you want to do, we do need to have a 1v1 gauntlet series.
I think
Oh,
we should.
man. Fill out your brackets. We get so many fans filling out a chart of who's gonna make it to the grand finals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good stuff. We could take bets. No, wait, no, never
or
mind.
or even just disconnected videos if we don't want to do a full tournament thing. Just 1v1s are fun content. When I did that one with Peel, it was
1v1.
hilarious. I felt like I was a bit unsuited to it. It's more your thing, Elj, your
Mhm.
hyper-competitive nature. For me, it's just boring because it's physically impossible for me to lose, so it would just be a show.
Alright,
Wow,
Meso's definitely
okay.
in on this
Meso.
one.
You think I'm
Oh,
boasting,
okay.
but nobody can beat me as Roadhog. It's impossible to beat Roadhog in a 1v1.
The problem is,
I know, but
All right,
it's
come
still
on, Bray.
freaking obnoxious.
yeah, the problem.
Listen, it's true.
Okay, so I was about to give up Overwatch until one of the patrons just said, "I challenge you."
Do it afterwards. Come on, man.
But Meso, it's
didn't-
Wadon.
We closed auditions.
Do not do the 1v1 WAD on the podcast.
Fine.
Do it WAD off.
Fine. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Holy freak.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Holy freak. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my gosh, holy crap, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, holy crap.
I cannot stand rapid fire apologies like that.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my gosh, holy crap, I'm sorry, Prpl. I'm sorry, holy crap.
Purple
oh my
having
God.
PTSD!
Holy
Oh my
freak.
God.
Crap.
Purple.
Low
Oh my
key
gosh.
PTSD. It's
We're
just
Purple
like,
PTSD.
We are so sorry,
Purple
Purple. Oh,
PTSD.
I'm terribly sorry.
Holy freaking heck.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
oh.
holy crap, I'm sorry, Prpl.
Bring
Oh,
up
goodness.
bad memories.
Oh my gosh.
sorry.
Oh. Oh dear goodness gracious.
What do you
Okay.
do?
You're fine.
So I'm gonna make
From the
a.
obvious, you probably despise May then.
Oh my
Let me see.
god.
I love that new PTR change that they did where it's her icicle projectiles go through enemies. So you could just kebab 3 different people by the icicle going straight through them.
Make
That's what
kebab.
I read it as anyway.
Nice.
All right, I'm
Well,
gonna go
what
ahead
else
and make
has been
us
going on?
a new header because while I was gone, the header for the YouTube channel and the Twitter account hadn't been updated, And now that it is, that's great and all, but I think I can make a better one.
Oh God. All right.
I think
Bring it.
not only will it be better, but I will make it so that it represents every one of us in our truest form.
Should I be afraid?
Yes.
I'm
very
always
afraid.
afraid, so yes.
That's my secret, Purple. I'm always afraid.
Well, I see. I am the afraid, so get it?
Ah, bionicle reference.
Yeah. Thank you.
We need to do the viewing sync reviving Bionicle.
It's so good.
How many times have we seen that, LJ? Like 8? At
Not
this
enough.
point, I've seen it like
I never
8.
even watched the entire thing. I watched like 2 episodes at your insistence.
It was glorious. We did this thing where like we first saw it after years of somehow not having seen it, and then just went on like a session where we had to show it to everyone. So we rewatched it with each person individually. And I've seen that show a lot.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Uh-oh.
Purple's got the hiccups.
Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Hiccup Purple.
It's okay. We'll scare her. That usually works. It did once. I managed to pull it off.
It
at one
did,
point.
actually.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
It
speaking
kind of
of,
makes you forget that you've got hiccups.
yeah, it's all the mind. Never underestimate the power of the mind.
Okay.
Purple,
Okay.
you've made a change since you've last been on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, I like changed my username everywhere to
Yeah.
not Purple Dragon.
What is it now? What is your new username?
It's like Serpira, because it sounds way
Serpira.
better.
I don't even know what my own username is. I just threw it out there.
I
the
mean,
old one.
basically what I did was like I wrote down a bunch of like actual words and then I just smashed them all together until it made something that made sense and like was available on social media.
And I'm so proud of that because it's exactly what I did.
I know.
Yeah, honestly,
That's how
that's
it
how I
goes.
name like all of my comics too. They're all just like word smashes.
Yeah, and that's everywhere with the exception of the TTV boards, which you're still Purple Dragon on.
Yeah, I can't change my name
Mouth
there.
came up
It's not
with
letting
name.
me.
Do you want to change your name there? Because I could change it for you.
Please do. And give me a title that says something like formerly Purple Dragon or something.
The artist formerly known as Purple Dragon.
Nice.
Sure, you'll do a
Okay.
better job with your name changing than I did. People still think that Viper is like dead.
Dude, what the heck happened to Viper? I miss her.
Why
I
was
think
it Viper?
her
I don't
ambition
like
for the
super
Prpl.
shit. Get rid of the
Man.
get the old
Who's
one.
this Phweffy girl? She's always like very bitter.
Yeah.
Bitter person.
So salty towards everything, and she doesn't like the Paraka at all.
You clearly
She only
didn't
likes
know-
Reaper.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She ditched
yeah.
Bionicle in favor of Overwatch. Terrible person.
Totally true.
Good.
Reaper's
Actually, that's like 90% true.
Reaper needs a Zektan skin with like the tri-blade instead of shotguns and like the
No, he
instead of black
doesn't.
smoke like prototypes. That'd be great.
I've had this
Positioning.
discussion with people. They're like, he's even got a big nose like him. I'm like, how could you?
Oh, Purple, do you really want to ditch your message board title? Shouldn't live it. I don't know.
Can you like add an amendment
Just
or something? Like
just
do
make
the
it a
vertical line.
gigantic- a
Yeah, just give me like
gigantic
this
title.
ridiculously
The
long.
artist formerly known as
Purple, now
Purple Dragon.
Vera, who still does art, by the way,
A line. Shouldn't. I don't know.
at insert URL.
Yes. All right. Serpira is live.
Yay!
But I'm still gonna call you Purple.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sir-
You also
Sir
still call me Purple.
All right.
It's a purple.
Hello, Fuchsia. How you doing?
Oh my god.
Fuchsia.
Welcome back.
Well, then.
I'm no longer affiliated with the name Purple Dragon. It was fun while it lasted.
Shut off.
For her own sake.
But for my own sake.
I'm changing.
Oh my god. Sorry. That
Switch.
could become a meme.
It's a funny meme. By the way, do you have anything to say to the commenter who was remarking on how after you quit, you've been on way more videos than you were before?
Oh
My
my-
reason
this
to
true?
avoid them
Back to-
has disappeared.
Oh boy.
Man, I think
Alright, well, there you go.
Diggy over at Mass
Agreed.
Posting introduced me to this phrase. Hot take.
Hot take.
What does hot take actually mean?
Controversial opinion.
Yeah.
Potentially controversial opinion.
Hello, Mao.
Not that controversial. Alright. What else has been going on this topsy-turvy week of ours?
Well,
Literally
Var isn't
nothing,
here,
honestly.
so I've had to
Like,
host this thing.
Easter.
yeah, Var's just playing
Easter.
Danganronpa, by the way. He's not even asleep.
Oh my god.
Well, then he doesn't have to be on if he doesn't want to.
Like, he doesn't have to be, but...
No, how dare he not meet his contractual obligation by Doritos
Oh, yes.
to show up?
The one episode where Doritos sponsors
How
us
would
and he
you
doesn't
feel if you're
show up.
CEO, like you walk into his office, he's playing freaking Danganronpa?
Dangan Rampant.
Danganronpa, whatever it's called.
No, he can
No,
spend
it's
his free
fine.
time how he wants.
I'm just muting.
Right? Oh, okay.
It's fine.
Everybody message him on Steam.
Oh my
Let's
god.
do it. Everyone at bar right now. Just say what you doing. What you doing?
Hey, how's your game?
How's your game going, Var? I was gonna say
Hi,
something.
Var. Is it
Invi?
about...
I completely blanked. No. Yeah, don't worry about me. My mind just blanked.
Good job, dude.
Oh, I know. I
No,
remember.
Meso.
Of course he did.
We saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 last night.
Yes, we
Woo.
did.
And
was
well,
fun.
the debate that Eljay and I had for the longest time, he really liked Guardians 2. By
Yes,
the way,
I
we've
did.
already seen it before. We're rewatching the Marvel movies, so we saw it again, just to clarify that. I was very not positive towards it. I completely forgot it, actually. Like, I felt it was a very unmemorable movie. Upon rewatch, I will rescind that critique.
Aha.
I like it a lot more the second go round. I think the debate that Eljay and I have been having is mainly like the point I've decided to die on a hill for is that I think it feels like a direct-to-DVD Disney sequel, in the sense that it's completely superfluous and is just like
Oh.
stretching out the story, and like status quo is maintained so aggressively by the end. Like, stick with me here. Spoilers for Guardians 2.
Okay.
If you haven't seen it, leave.
Okay, see you guys.
Yondu joins the Guardians of the Galaxy and then dies. Nebula joins the Guardians, kind of, and then leaves. Star-Lord meets his dad, who dies. Star-Lord unlocks his true power and finds out he's a Celestial. Psyche, he can't actually use the power ever again because the planet got destroyed. You know, the Milano gets destroyed, but they just get a new ship by the end. There are no lasting alterations. All of the character dynamics that they worked to build up, like between Yondu and Rocket, you know, he dies, so it's what's that really gonna do in the long run? The only thing that really changed is Mantis being introduced. It was cool.
Mantis.
I will give the movie that. I think Mantis is going to play a big role.
Mantis, look out!
My favorite moment. But aside from those critiques, it's a very good movie. It has
Darn
a good
right it
plot,
is.
and good comedy, and good emotional moments.
Darn right
I,
it
st-
is.
I still feel like I like the first one more. I think the second one kind of fulfilled the sequel. In a way, it fulfilled what I was looking for, which is more of like the banter between the characters and stuff. But on a plot level, I just didn't feel like it really went very far. Like, you kind of get to the
happens, well.
point, like, you get to the main point of the movie pretty quickly, or like the main setting.
Well, it's
There's a,
because the ego twist wasn't a twist. Having a secret villain that comes to be the main villain only works if there's a convincing fake villain. Like in Iron Man 3, everyone hated the Mandarin twist. But Ben Kingsley was set up very well as the fake villain.
Yeah.
So when they pulled the twist, it actually worked because you were convinced that he was the threat. In this movie, there was no one to trick you. Aisha was not a villain. She was a joke character. She was played up for laughs. Yondu was not a villain. He was a hero. Taserface
He was Mary
was not-
Poppins, yo.
Taserface was not a villain. He was a comic relief character. There was no one to trick you. So all through the movie, I never once believed for a second that Ego was not the villain.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It also, they weren't very convincing villains. I think also because of their comic relief.
Totally, they weren't. Nor were they supposed to be, really. But they played him for laughs a lot.
I knew what was coming, but I didn't know exactly how they were going to twist it. So I was like, why is he evil? I know he's evil.
The scene where they revealed him to be evil was very well done.
Yeah, that is.
I was like,
Extremely
how
well
is this
done.
guy evil? And like amazing looking architecture. How is this guy evil? I don't know. And like just
Then
the
they
whole
reveal
time.
the kids who he
The
was
bones.
like, using to try to power the thing, and about the tumor, and it was all just A+ all around.
Not a tumor.
Great. It's not a tumor. It is a tumor.
It is me. I am the tumor.
So yeah, that's kind of I think the beginning sequence with baby Groot dancing and
So adorable.
stealing the batteries was awesome, and I think the final act where they reveal Ego is evil and they all have to come together is awesome. And Ego is a way better villain than Ronan. I think both of those sections are better than the first movie. It's just the middle portion. I think it drags on a little too much. But all in all,
Gamora and Star-Lord have like that spat where they're like,
God,
I don't trust your dad.
so
And he's like,
cringy,
"But he's
that
my
whole
dad.
sequence.
He played catch with me.
So I
And then-
love him now.
This isn't the show where blah blah blah. Like,
I don't
That
even
show
know what
doesn't
Cheers
exist.
is.
yeah.
yeah, it kind of feels like Guardians of the Galaxy 1.5 because it's like kind of an add-on of like.
Which is exactly what it was.
I
They only
do
made
get
it because the
what
first
you're
movie made so
saying
much money.
with that. Like, I personally really liked the movie because of the relationships between all the characters.
Oh, totally.
Like,
They nailed the
Yeah.
character development. It was great.
for that type of stuff, like the personal stories and like with like Yondu and him proving himself again, like and meeting Sylvester Stallone, which was really
Yeah.
cool. That scene.
The thing I love about
Mr.
Guardians
Yeah.
2, Guardians of the Galaxy and its sequel work so well, and why Suicide Squad doesn't have any excuse. Guardians respects its characters. Everybody gets their moment. More so in Guardians 2. Everybody has some aspect of growth, or at the very least, fleshes them out a little bit and gets you to care about this giant cast of characters. That's why it's no excuse that Suicide Squad could not have pulled it off. But Guardians just nails it every time. You know, it's great.
Guardians 2 is more as like a detour. Like you've got because in Guardians 1, it's still it fits in with the main plot line of the Infinity Stones.
Yep.
Which is coming to a head soon. Get hyped for that. But with like
Guardians
with
2, it has
Guardians
nothing to do with
2,
that.
It's nothing to do. It's more of a personal story about Star-Lord, which, yeah, in the bigger picture, it means nothing.
Unless he somehow still has his god power. You know, maybe
You never
Eagle is
know.
lying. Maybe he'll use it in Infinity War. Maybe he has a little bit left, in which case I will rescind my critique because that will have changed something.
The light within returns.
Exactly. Like, you know, I find it I'm very skeptical that it would be all gone when Ego gets blown up. You know what I mean?
It's like what makes him so like special. Like if like his dad needs to be alive.
Yeah. Let's talk about this briefly. I don't want to start another dumb discussion about who's stronger. We had a few weeks ago. So don't it doesn't have to be prolonged. I just wanted an opinion. Who do you think is stronger at base? Ego or Thanos?
Thanos.
I think Ego.
Ego's a friggin' planet.
I mean, what do you mean? Like when they first were like born, or like?
No,
what
I mean
they-
just like obviously Thanos with the Infinity Stones is stronger because they're reality bending.
Yeah.
But Thanos, the dude, you know, versus Ego, the celestial planet god entity. I don't even really think it's a contest. But
Yeah,
I
well,
think it
like,
is.
in different situations, they both have different. I'd say like in like without having any assisted like weaponry like the gauntlet. Yeah, Thanos is done. But with the Infinity
Yeah.
Stone, obviously, wow.
I Here's my logic. Thanos cannot be weaker at base than Ego. Because if Ego is stronger, then the Infinity War movie is going to be wrapped in the first 2 acts. Because the Guardians of the Galaxy are going to arrive and be like, we fought somebody stronger than this. Gone.
Yeah, but it wasn't. They didn't overwhelm him with their pure strength. They
had to go to the center of him.
Star-Lord got the drop on him because of the emotional connection. You know what I mean? He stalled him long enough, and Mantis used her ability to, like, keep him stalled. Otherwise, they never, like... Drax can't punch Ego to death. He's a friggin' god. He's a planet monster.
Yeah,
You know,
that's the whole thing, right? Like, with most stories, is that, like, the people can't defeat the villain just by fighting them. They have to do something, like, outside the box.
Exactly. So I don't think the situations are really comparable because Thanos is a person who can be killed. You know what I mean? It might take some hard work.
Well, so is Ego.
He can be killed with like a bullet to the head. With Ego, they had to destroy his core.
Okay, there's no way you can kill Thanos with a bullet to the head.
No, I don't think you could either.
You never know.
To be fair, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, you know what? No.
Kind of bullet.
General Ross is gonna come in and be like, I got this. Pow! Game over. The movie is done.
Pap, pap.
well, it's like, to be fair, I don't really know much about Thanos as a character. I don't think he's a super-powered entity. I just kind of think he's immortal.
Okay, see,
He's a person.
if he's
a
immortal,
race.
how can you beat someone who's immortal?
I said he is amortal.
Oh.
He's
Oh.
not a celestial, basically. He's just a purple guy from a race of aliens. He's just the only one who's still alive.
Ego's just a planet.
Yeah.
Eh,
Either way.
I don't know. I could be completely wrong. See what I did there? You know, I acknowledge that I might actually be wrong about something.
Oh my god.
It is perfectly
There is
reasonable that I'm
something.
completely off base here, so we'll see. But
Same.
it's just like from a movie perspective, Thanos cannot be weaker than Ego. You know? Like
He totally can be.
because then what's the point of having the movie? This whole big threat. You know, Ego was
Because
a bigger
they can't
threat.
beat him the same way.
Huh?
They can't beat him the same way.
You could look at it in the way of that Thanos is actively, like, he's acting, like, aggressively to more people. Ego, he's got more of a, like, smaller scheme going. He's got, like, the kind of, like, oh, I need to stay alive, so I'm gonna, like, I need to pass on my power and be more powerful, and so I need to get hold of all my offspring and, like, see if they've got the gene. Whereas Thanos, it sounds like he's actively going to be more ambitious with his goals and stuff, and just way more of a threat level. Like,
Well, he's a master manipulator. So he's set up all this to
more
get the Infinity
connections
Stones.
and, like, power. Like, Ego was just one really powerful being that wanted to, like, eventually, like, take over the world, but it would take him some time, though. And if he hadn't met Star-Lord where he did, he'd still be looking and still be doing what he was doing. However,
Exactly.
like, he has, like, more of, like, he has a following and everything, so I think
Freaking mange! It's his gauntlet. He's not a god. He's really, really clever.
If you're a god, then prove it. Just walk it off.
That's a Bionicle Revolution reference.
I don't get
God.
it.
You should read the script.
Me
dude.
neither.
Meso, I don't really want to waste my time on something that isn't
It,
good.
it has to do with the conclusion of the story when Matsunui dies.
Yeah, because
Spoilers, dude.
I am a god, and then Sirak comes over and like he stabs him, I think, and he's like, if you're really a god, then just walk it off.
What the
And then
heck?
one person's like, just a man.
And like Madanui has the staff. He's not actually powerful, and I think Rudaka is like, he's not a god. It's his staff. He's just really, really clever.
Oh my lord.
Bionicle Revolution is a good philosophy debate. Philosophy and religion debate.
Do you think parents really love their children?
you did let us. We didn't want to read the Bionicle Revolution script just because what? Because we different.
Anybody who hasn't seen our reading of the Bionicle Revolution script, go watch it. It's one of the funniest things we've ever done, in my opinion.
Funny.
Sniff. Sniff.
Rip Eljay.
Sniff.
You could have added a lot to the voice acting, but
Sniff.
you didn't.
Yeah.
Hashtag Prydad is true dad.
Hashtag Prydaddy.
Daddy.
Oh my gosh.
No, a child's existence is a necessity. They must be cared for, fed, educated, but love, no.
Oh my gosh.
That's a Motonui quote.
That's not.
Oh
Okay.
my.
After all, how can one truly love that which is designed to supplant them, to take their place in the sun? A vessel of ambition who,
When I was
with the
like
help of
15, like what?
with the help of progress, will inevitably climb higher than you ever could. And therein lies the great tragedy of creation. You bring a life into the world. I'm done. I can't read this anymore.
So this is what corruption could have been.
Who wants to see their kids be more successful than them? What
Terrible.
a stupid concept. Gotta cut
Yeah.
them down while they're young.
Oh my
God,
goodness.
man.
I'm just saying that's his viewpoint. Apparently, kids, you don't want to see your kids succeed in life.
Cut the kids down when they're young. TTV 291.
Oh my god, that's
Hashtag
so weird.
Anakin Skywalker. yeah. Just as I said that, Peel
What are we going
posted
to
that in the
do?
chat.
What are we gonna do?
Oh boy.
Oh
That
boy.
was. I actually read the Bionic Revolution script, but from what I hear of it, it's just.
It was hilarious. That's what I'll give it.
Yes.
Oh
Very
man,
funny.
Like
So who-
it's like really emotional, and you like I don't know, and they say, oh, it's healthy to write your feelings, like all the horrible dark feelings you have, and so you pull up the document or a piece of paper and you start writing, and it's just like it's uncommunicable like gibberish of just hatred, like all sorts of other things. That's what Bionicle Revolution sounds like.
I mean, yeah,
The
essentially.
ramblings of a really edgy human being.
It's pretty true. Yeah. Felser's a pretty edgy guy.
No, I mean, like, actually, there's like that whole thing with like being Pride Dax's daughter. But
Good old peppermint hair.
Peppermint.
Yeah.
She's red and white. That means she's Prydak's daughter.
The legendary
I mean-
connection.
Zach Tan related then? In that
I guess
case?
now would be a bad time to say I actually genuinely don't like peppermint.
I don't either.
What?
Vehement. I prefer
okay.
vehement.
Thank
I
goodness.
like soft peppermints.
No, I mean the
Like-
flavor, like in anything.
That's fair.
I
I
can't
think
stand it.
peppermint
That's-
candies are all right, but only for specific purpose of like.
Redbird peppermint puffs are probably some of the greatest things I've eaten. But that's about the only time I've ever actually enjoyed them.
Having peppermint on a regular basis, I do not enjoy, but like maybe after eating food and you're like trying to make your breath smell better, yeah, then I would eat it.
Now I've got to go get some of these freaking things.
Oh no, bags of mint have never ended well for me.
Have you guys
Oh,
ever
I
used
remember
like
the
one of
last
those?
time I had a bag of mints.
Have you guys ever used
I
one of
did
those?
Not a fun experience. I ate the entire bag in one sitting, and I regret everything.
Yeah, purple.
Have you ever like drunk lemonade out of one of those peppermint straws before? It's like really weird.
No. Do go on. I've never heard of
That
that.
actually sounds
It's
kind of
like-
cool.
Yeah, it's like peppermint candy, but in the shape of a straw, and you just like drink stuff with it.
What the?
Wait, what was that? Like a straw of like,
You mean
and
like
you
this?
Peppermint. Yeah, exactly like that.
What the?
Except that doesn't look like a
milkshakes
straw, that just looks like a
that.
peppermint candy.
Yeah.
You just stick the peppermint like in the limit and you just drink
What?
it? I have got to do this.
Okay,
Yeah, me
I'm on
too.
board.
Brick Fair
Right.
coverage. Road to Brick Fair 2018.
Wait, how would you? Can I just like candy cane and just poke it in a lemon? Like, would I need to get a specifically done straw?
It might be like a specifically done thing like that. I think the inside of the candies might be a little like not completely solid, so you can actually like get stuff out of it.
Oh, that can make
So.
sense.
hmm
Oh my god, it's a freaking orange.
Milkshake version. Oh my god, it's a freaking orange.
It looks tasty.
Like you've never seen a citrus fruit before in your entire life. Oh my gosh, it's an orange. It is orange. Whoa.
No, it's just like I never would have thought that those two would go together, but apparently they do because
Yeah,
there's a lot of Google image results for this.
Adam, I was about to say they reminded me of those milkshake straws you can get. There's
I don't think I
Nesquik
ever had
ones.
those, but
Dude, I love those milk straight.
Milk straight.
Milk straight.
We must milk straight.
Oh my gosh, the ones, those things, yeah. I don't
cereal
know
straws.
why. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
they
those
have
things.
like the little like tiny like bowls of like milkshake flavoring in the straw, and then you
Dippin'
just like,
Dots,
drink
too.
the milk. Yeah.
I'm all about that milkshake life.
Clearly.
The
One
boys
thing.
of the yard.
There's one thing I've always wanted to try, and it's like one of the, you know, kind of milkshakes where like you put food on top of the milkshake. We were talking about it a while ago in like just our private chats, but like you have a baked good on top of the milkshake,
Oh yeah, I remember. This.
like
I remember
strawberry
this.
shortcake milkshake, stuff like that.
Yeah, I had American birthday cake, and I showed you a photo.
Yep.
Milkshake, and then like the actual like birthday cake on top. It's really common in like TGI Fridays, at least. Like I don't know if you have TGI Fridays.
Yup.
We
Yeah,
have
they
TGI
do.
Fridays, and you can get milkshakes that put.
I've
like,
never
on
been to a
top.
TGI Fridays.
I haven't been to one. I just know
I've
they're
been to
around.
one once.
Yeah,
One-
to
one-
be honest, they're kind of overrated. They're just like it's just a restaurant place.
Nice.
Basically, like over here, it's like more popular. Well, I don't know that, but it's more popular because it's American food and American food in America. So
That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
I never.
be like a generic restaurant because obviously, yeah.
We got a ton of food.
Freedom does taste pretty good.
That it does, Invi. That it does.
What does freedom taste like?
You know. Meso.
No,
Okay, no,
I
actually,
don't.
I have
Like,
a great
when
way
you
to
just
demonstrate.
when you just have food, you just know.
Yeah, Meso. Freedom
Do you want
tastes.
freedom tastes like Meso?
Hmm. What was that?
Like gluten.
Oh,
no, it does
God.
not. How dare you? No, freedom tastes like how you felt when you finally left your awful state of Mississippi and moved up to NC.
I did not ask how freedom felt.
No, that's what it tastes like, Meso. That's what it tastes like.
That was not a flavor.
Yes, it
I
is.
cannot like get my happiness into a burger. And then
Yeah,
eat
you
it.
can!
That's how life works.
Man, you're
Tastes
just
like
not skilled enough,
Carolina
dude.
Reaper sauce.
Tastes like thermonuclear mayo.
Oh yeah.
Gosh.
It's the best.
Tastes
Actually.
like the first time you ever tasted an orange.
I think I just
And-
heard a
oh
bald
my
eagle.
gosh, it's an orange.
It's a freaking orange.
I have a question. Did the fruit like inspire
came
the name
first?
of the color, or did the color inspire the name of the fruit?
We've discussed this before.
Yes, I know the
So let me go
answer to
find
this.
the answer.
No, I know.
Oh, I solved
It
it.
the color was
The
named
answer, I
after.
will not rest
The color was named after
until
the
I
fruit.
find the
Yeah. Fruit came first. So that is the answer.
All right, let's see.
So
pancakes.
there is another snack that I saw recently that I need to try. It's a new product actually from the people who do Epic Mealtime.
Oh no.
It's pizza jerky
Why?
in a bag.
I forgot.
Really?
They do specialize in heart attacks.
It's even in triangle shape. Why don't you just get a pizza?
Because creative.
No,
But it's
Sponsored by
jerky. It's not
Dorito.
pizza.
We've got Dorito-shaped pizza pepperoni jerky.
Yeah,
Dorito-shaped pizza.
Which came first, the chicken or the existential crisis?
Oh my
As
gosh.
Command. Okay, gentle.
Yeah.
First, the chicken or the EX Trooper.
But yeah, I'm going to try some of this pizza in a bag. Because YOLO. I'll report back my findings on next week's podcast.
All right, man. hold you
Sponsored
to
by Super Snack Time. No.
Epic meal time.
Oh yeah, we should probably fulfill our Doritos quota for our Epic sponsorship. What kind of new Doritos flavors have you guys been eating?
I have only had one single Dorito chip. Ever.
For the patrons, what flavors should Doritos make next? Let us know.
I have a recommendation. Gluten-free.
Ooh, that's
Maybe
not
I will
maybe
pass
I would
that on to
actually
Dorito
partake.
executive.
Mountain Dew flavor.
Mountain Dew flavor!
Oh god.
Oh
I thought-
my god!
I thought they already
Why don't you cut
did
out
something
the
like that.
middleman and just get mountain flavor? Mountain.
Actually,
Dew
there was
flavored
one time I
Dorito.
think I ate a Dorito and I like let it sit in my mouth while I drank Mountain Dew to see what happened. It was not worth it because you still taste Dorito and you still taste Mountain Dew separately from each other. It's not a good combination.
You have Dorito flavored Mountain Dew.
They did make that. They actually did. They called it
Cheese soda.
They called it Doritos.
Dewita.
Oh my god, why?
It's a thing.
A Dewitos.
Dorito.
Do it.
It looks like someone who hasn't drunk water in 3 days peed in a freaking bottle.
Indeed.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god.
That's nasty.
That's nasty. Alright, enough Doritos talk. They're not actually sponsoring
Liquid
us anymore.
divey, it
It
does.
was all a share.
Definitely sponsoring me.
It was a trick.
Alright.
Well, what else
Is
is
there
on the
any other
agenda for
news
that? No,
aside from
No.
pointless food items?
we're getting
Actually,
close
you know
to the
what?
wrap-up point
You know
soon,
what?
but I want Eljay to finish his gem of an art piece.
Oh yeah, it's almost done.
Now
We're almost
let me
there.
check this out.
Yeah, Lay's
My
slash
goodness.
Walker's crisps have some really interesting.
Oh my freaking heck! I
Oh
can't
my
believe
gosh.
what you used for me.
Tabasco.
I don't even play him anymore.
So ketchup flavor over here, like
So what are you talking
Chips?
about?
Dude,
Tomato
ketchup flavored
flavored
chips are like really good, honestly.
really good. I also like Worcestershire sauce.
Well, yeah.
Worcestershire.
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 I do love war sauce.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was something else, non-food related. We've been seeing an unfortunate event season 2. It's really
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
If anybody who
Pretty
hasn't
good.
heard
See you guys
actually
later.
seen
Have a
that
fun
show-
podcast.
No, we're not gonna
Bye.
spoil it. Let's spoil it. If anybody hasn't seen it, it is worth seeing. It's really good.
Thank you
That's
for your
it, that's it.
recommendation. I'm gonna go ahead and file that under the recommendation
I mean, if
tab.
you've never read the books before, probably just start from the beginning. But if you have, you can jump in whenever.
I love the show's style to death.
It's pretty good. I was pretty impressed. I never saw the first season, so then
You
I just
should.
hopped on with you guys. Yeah, I should eventually, but I just never have the time or willpower to watch shows.
I get you. Duly noted, because I've been trying to convince you to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for a long time. And you fought me off very well.
I'm never gonna cave into that.
No!
I promise you I will never watch it.
Meso,
That's a promise.
you're going after the wrong guy in order to get Invi to try and watch.
You can drop
Agents.
off the face of the earth. That's a promise.
Invi. I mean Meso. Sorry, I get you guys mixed up. What you need to be doing, Meso, is going and asking Matoro to convince Invi to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No.
It'll totally
She
work.
can't talk me into it.
She'll do it.
It's
Nope.
a freaking good show.
She already started watching it, and what have I done? Oh, that's right, not watched it.
Oh, trust me. In due time, mange. In due time.
Man,
Nope.
It's worth it, okay? Just listen to Prpl's testimonial. Prpl, give me a testimonial.
You don't have to watch it if you don't want to.
Oh my god!
When-
You asked the wrong person.
You win this round, Mangekyu, but I'll be back.
Meso, you're not gonna get him to watch Ages of S.H.I.E.L.D. because you know who he is.
Who?
El Diablo!
Oh, that's a reference nobody will get.
No one
God.
gets the reference!
It's a shield, Chuck. Just Prentice might get it. Go rewatch season 2.
It's a good show.
Funny, unintentionally
Said
funny.
El
Maybe.
Diablo.
El Diablo! Do you think that's what Antonio's gonna say?
That would be rich.
El Diablo!
And then he dies.
And then he falls
All right,
out the window and
LJ.
dies.
Pull out the finishing touches on this here picture.
Picture.
I'm working on it, dude. I'm working as fast as me little legs will carry me.
You're drawing as fast as your legs will carry you, huh?
Yep. Okay, I'm almost there. It's almost done.
I'm very unsurprised by what you're gonna do with the picture of yourself.
I mean, listen,
While you draw,
this was all I could think of.
what's been going on with you, LJ, since
What you
your
draw?
return? What have you been up to lately?
Oh, you know,
Been,
stressing
been
out
up to
about
not getting fired.
Yeah, no, it's I've been reacclimating to the group really, and
Nice.
playing some Overwatch and stressing out about work.
That.
That's been annoying.
And you're still poised to take over the mock spotlight.
Oh yeah, no. So I guess that is something that should be brought up. I think it was last episode. We
Yeah.
said that I'd be taking over the mock spotlight. Ven is gonna just take a back seat as far as that's concerned. Don't worry, he's not getting fired. It's not some drama thing.
He's still affiliated and a part of the TTV or TTV channel.
Yep.
Exactly.
For his stake, he's staying in.
Yeah.
But I am gonna take over the mock spotlight, and I put out a tweet on my Twitter account saying, "Hey, mockists." Oh, whoops, that was an accent. If you have some input, or if you want to see a change or something, let me know. Because I'm not going to do it one-to-one how Ven did it. I'm not going to be a copycat. So I'll probably put out a video later
Do it.
and explain that.
Mock Spotlight, Second Reformation.
Yeah, essentially, for fans of that show, it will still be a mock spotlight show. But that's about the only things that will be the same. It could be entirely different in the actual presentation. So there you go.
And speaking of there you go, here we are, ladies and germs.
All right.
This is the final image. This is
My
Yes.
goodness.
this is a representation of who we are as people, and I'll go down the list. So let me see. So down here, this is Mangekyu Itachi, also known as
Shut up.
Tenebrae Invictus. He is Invoker from Dota. His favorite character. It's who
Not
he is.
anymore.
Let me see. Over here is Venom, as Venom. That's pretty self-explanatory. Over here is Phweff as Reaper. That's also. Oh gosh! Oh, I did not do a good job on that one. Whoops.
I'd love to duel shotguns and be vape.
Yeah. See, like, look at you, Phweff. Look at you.
And have a really sexy voice.
Look at this. Hi everyone. I'm Phweff and I've got a sharp chin. Okay, moving on. I forget who is this. Okay, this is Meso as a white Mississippi. That's fairly self-explanatory.
Oh my gosh.
Let me see. This is Dead Matoro down here, and you know, she's Matoro.
She's
and
dead.
She's dead.
I'm dead.
Over here, this is Var as Perfection. So that's pretty much that is that. This is me as a bald eagle sitting on me as America. You can't see it, and I should have done this, but I would have replaced the flag, the stars on the flag with like my head. And then
I
finally,
would have used like your actual face for like the eagle.
get
like,
all.
just this like ball of fluff.
Hey,
on
where's Takuma next,
his
bruh?
face.
And then anyway, so here's the last cast member ever. This
Wow.
is Prpl as the incarnation of the color purple, which is very
Wow.
muscly. Like super,
Don't you mean
super
Supura?
ripped. Actually, hang on, wait, no, Invi, now that you mention it, I do have X and Takuma here. Let me see. Just a moment.
Purple.
Oh, I
or-
freaking swear.
You should have done an orange that was no longer orange, but a purple orange, and then put purple's face.
A purple
Why?
orange.
Purple. Oh,
Why?
purple orange.
All right.
And then here are X
Yeah,
and
saw that
Takuma.
coming.
They're falling from the stars behind us. And here we have it,
They're
ladies and
shooting
gentlemen.
stars.
This
Do, 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 do.
this is the final picture. I think that this definitely is better than anything Vars made for this podcast.
Oh yeah, where's Keeney?
Gone. Like
I
always.
forgot he's a thing. Sorry, you're right.
How
I've
So-
depicted
No, wait,
him. I've depicted him as someone forgotten.
Oh wait, he hasn't come back to the podcast.
I know we.
No, wait, Eljay!
What? What?
On Vin's knee, draw a key.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, hang on. Here we go.
Nothing.
XDDDDDD.
No, what we could have done for Purple, you could have put Purple's face on Spyro.
You're not Purple Dragon anymore, remember?
Supira.
Okay,
Spyro.
there you go.
Alright.
Perfection.
Awesome.
Here we go.
Well,
It's done. It's beautiful. I love it.
go ahead and save that and post that on Twitter. And it may or may not be the thumbnail. I don't know. We'll
It will
see.
definitely have to be the thumbnail because it is all that we represent. This is
Okay.
us.
Well,
This is us.
Mange, go ahead and outro this here podcast and shout out a patron while you're at it.
Well, thank you for watching the TTV podcast, sponsored by Doritos, episode 291. Our patron shout out for today is, let's scroll up and down and see where my mouse lands. It is returning patron, Lahari,
Yeah, the holiday. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about
Red Star
RSG.
Gaming,
Again.
Red Star Games is a thing. Go check out their Shapeways store. We'll discuss them more in depth
I don't know, dude.
probably next week.
Seem like a bunch of commies to me.
Wow.
Red Yellow Sickle Gaming,
Yo, sickle again.
Yodelele.
All right.
Get us out of here, boy.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. I'm Tenebrae Invictus.
I'm Meso.
I'm LJ.
I'm Foofy.
And I'm Purple.
And this was the TTV podcast, episode 291.
You did
Again.
good, man. You did good. I'm proud of you, dude.
Believe
Yeah,
in
it's
you.
like I've done it before.
Do so.
The Doritos Overlords.
Retribution. We gotta do a Retribution Let's Play for the channel, by the way.
Meh.
Alright, time to actually end the stream now.